Alright, for this video I want to do a little something different. I wanted to do a book review of that book that I was reading a minute ago, called Zeal Without Burnout. What reminded me of it was I was reminded I told a brother yesterday about it, and so I was like, man, I never did that book review or anything like that, so I decided to do a book review by way of video. This is gonna be coming up more this year. I'm gonna start doing book reviews as far as of good books, but if a book is a bad book, I would like kind of just say, hey, this is probably a book that you don't want to read, and this is the reasons why. But I want to do book reviews of actual good books, and then kind of explain the reason why, so I kind of give you a little bit of like a zeal, you know what I'm saying, to go out and go and get that mug, you know what I'm saying, go and read it, check it out for yourself. So like what I want to do in this one is just kind of give just the different highlights that the book goes into, because I ain't want to make this video long, but I wanted to be quick and to the point. And actually I'm about to go into work too, so but I wanted to be to the point. But it goes like this. So it has 7 different focuses when it talks about, you know what I'm saying, not burning out. So one of the focuses is that we need sleep, and man, that's that. You know what? I'm gonna just go in on this one, just this one. So I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna say the other ones, but I'm gonna just talk about this one. This one went in super hard because, you know what I'm saying, this dude was going in on the fact that like we dust, like we're creatures of dust. He goes in on the fact that like he goes in on like what dust actually is, and how dust is insignificant. But we as dust get our significance. We gain our significance from the Lord Jesus Christ saving us. But before that, we're dust, and then even after that, we're dust. So we're dust that's able to be used because God is using us. But outside of that, we're but dust. So if we don't keep the mindset of, hey, I'm just dust, we're gonna try and do too much, and we're gonna hurt ourselves, and we're gonna burn out. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the book is about. It's about how to do effective ministry for God in a passionate way, in a loving way, in a zealous way, but not, you know what I'm saying, harming the ones around us. Because when we do burn out, it's like we're gonna pull on those people that are close to us, those people that are around us, asking them for help. Like, hey man, I'm hurting right now, I need you to come and help me, because remember I helped you, remember I helped you, remember I helped you, so I need you to help me now. But this book is written to avoid situations like that, because one thing that he points out in the book is that that's not fair. It's not fair for people to be super zealous about living for God, but then have that super low, and then in that super low they need help from all these different people to kind of get them back up to level ground so that they can go and help people again. But it's just like, we don't need that kind of seesaw, teeter-totter in our lives. You know what I'm saying? Just stay steady, stay the course. You know what I'm saying? And just stay faithful. But the second chapter, as far as the second, he has 7 keys. So the second key that he has is we need Sabbath rest. So just going in on the fact that Sabbath was given for man, and that it was important for man to have a day to rest. So if you ain't getting rest, you need rest. And if you need convincing that you need rest, go get this book and read it. We need friends. Man, this was super good, because even I have a good friend, man, and this brother always be hitting me up, and I'm just like, man, like this dude is a really good friend. I was telling my wife it wasn't the other day, it was about like a month ago, that like right before the change of the year, and I was like, 2017, like I want to be a better friend, because I'm real good at being on top of men as far as like making sure that they own what they need to be doing, spiritual disciplines, making sure they're in the word, all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to being a friend, like I'm always focused on spiritual things, and that's a flaw. We need friends. So this book goes in on that fact, like the fact that we need friends. In 2017, like I want to do a better job at being a good friend. Also, he talks about we need inward renewal. That was a super good chapter too, as far as, you know what I'm saying, just that those times of self reflection, those times of inward being poured into, as far as from the scriptures ourselves. Because as far as when you do a lot of pouring out, you know what I'm saying, you care about a lot of people, you need those times of inward renewal as well. He also gives out a warning. I ain't gonna tell you what the warning is. Go get the book, you know what I'm saying, to get that warning. He also gives an encouragement. That encouragement is indeed encouraging, and so I ain't gonna get that one away either. But then also he ends it kind of with, as far as the last key is a delight, and that's touching on the fact that, you know what I'm saying, it should be our delight, it should be our pleasure, you know what I'm saying, to serve the living God, to be able to be a part of faithful ministry on his behalf and on his regard. So but also another key factor in his book though is he got some stories, like as far as people testimonies that he shares, as far as people who were kind of either at like the brink of breakout, or they break out. Burnout. And then so with their burnout, like they're telling their stories of kind of like their course of how they got back to a place, and then even saying, hey, the warning signs that they saw. So it's real good from that standpoint too. And then the ending though is super crucial. He got this kind of way that he ends it, which is super bomb. And then he got this chart though. So I'm gonna take the chart and I'm gonna post the chart to IG and tell y'all about this video. But yeah, that's the review that I wanted to do. This is definitely a good book. I recommend it. You need it in your life if you're involved in Christian ministry and you love the people as far as and are willing to do anything for them. You need this book because he helps to set up kind of boundaries and parameters as far as so you don't kill yourself in a figurative way. So, and then even too, as far as the health risk that he addresses in this book, so you don't kill yourself in a literal way either. So, yeah, man, first book review. This is a really good book, Zeal Without Burnout by Christopher Ash. Yeah, go get that if you ain't got it already. And if you have, you know what I'm saying, hit that mug in the comment section. You know what I'm saying, say how much you liked it, all that kind of stuff. Or even if you, for your personal opinion, didn't like it, you know what I'm saying, address that as well. We can talk about that. So, man, I hope this was good for y'all, because more book reviews gonna be on the way. So,